Hi guys, I hope everybody had a nice Thanksgiving break and that you're ready to come back to work. We are now in week 14 and we are about halfway through the US expansion project. Your PACE chart is found in Google Classroom, and you can see right here that 11:27 to 12:4 is week 14. So you should have everything above the green box done to this point. You'll also notice that the 11:27, there's a little asterisk by that. That's because this means that it is checkpoint 3, which I'm going to discuss in just a minute. First, I want to just discuss the Power Focus Area Challenge again, reminding you that this ends on December 20th. It's a grade level contest. That should be between 3rd and 10th grade. And the goal is to have as many learners in each grade as possible that are on PACE or only one focus area behind PACE in each course. So do your part to help your team. It's also going to help you make sure that you get on track and can have a smoother second half of the year. There will be rewards. And then this is what we are talking about. So we want it to be that it says it's only one power focus area off track. So the reason that some of you are seeing an incomplete, it will generate an incomplete if you are behind in projects or focus areas. So make sure that you're trying your hardest to get caught up, because we do have to put in a 0 when it's time for the checkpoint. That checkpoint is today, the 27th. So at the end of the day today, we will calculate your grades. If you're somebody that your schedule, your year page looks like this, where everything is green to the left of that blue bar, then you are absolutely perfect. Hopefully you have done the launches though. If not, your grade will be a little bit lower than it should be. So if you're doing these weekly launches as you're supposed to do, then your grade is going to actually bump up a couple percentage points. If you are somebody whose page looks a little more like this and there's a lot of red and not much effort to get caught up, then your grade is going to reflect that. So the good thing is that there's a lot of time left in the year, but we are, 3/8 of the way done. We're approaching the halfway mark. So if you're somebody who's only really done one thing or less than that, you really, really need to get a move on, because you're going to have a very stressful second half of the year if you don't try to turn it on quick. It reminds me of this meme where you guys are still sitting there saying, this is fine, and the whole house is burning down around you. So I don't want you to panic, because there is still time, but I also don't want you to think that this is fine, because it's not. You guys are supposed to be in school. You're supposed to be in school for 5.5 hours a day working. And that doesn't mean that you have to do that in cyber school, because you are able to work more at your own pace, but not working for weeks is not a pace that's acceptable. So make sure that you are actually trying to get caught up. So how you can make it fine is to work hard, but work smart. You could contact your instructors and let them know that you have a plan. Then you actually make a plan, follow through with that plan, attend your weekly check-ins with your learning guide. Your learning guide wants nothing but for you to be on pace and doing well and less stressed and just enjoying your life a little more and not panicking about school. So attend those, create a plan together, and they will help you get to where you need to be. Attend learning labs at CPDLF. So check the CPDLF website for the schedule, but they are most Mondays and Thursdays from 1 to 3 at the building. Your instructors will also do Zoom sessions with you and kind of do one-on-one virtual sessions if there's something you need help with. Go back and look at old launches if you'd like to learn something again. But no matter what you do, you just need to start working now. Bottom line is we need some of you to just actually try. I think you guys hit a point that it's easier to just sit back and pretend it doesn't exist rather than acknowledge that there is a problem, but that you're still in control of it. So you might need help, and that's okay. Just acknowledge that and get to work soon. Checkpoint 4 for the US expansion essay is the introduction paragraph. So last week you guys did the basic general outline for your essay. Today we're going to start building each paragraph by itself. So checkpoint 4 is the introduction paragraph. Make sure on your one that you submit for the checkpoint that you're highlighting which question you're answering. That's very important, because some of these are kind of similar. So make sure you're highlighting so I know what question you're answering. And then also pay attention to the right side of the screen. I've highlighted that in red, where it says that resource is How to Write an Introduction. It's an excellent resource that gives you very, very good information of how to build that introduction paragraph and make it a strong paragraph. To highlight some of it, an introduction paragraph should include the following. So you should have a strong topic sentence that tells your reader what the paragraph is going to be about, or what your essay is going to be about. Then you want to include some background information about your topic so that the reader can learn a little bit about the background so that they're not completely confused. And then your argumentative claim is your opinion, your answer to that question. So one sample I just want to look at, so the topic sentence plus background information in the thesis and claim. So how much do you actually know about penguins? This is that person's topic sentence. It's their hook. It got them in. The underlined part is the background information. Penguins are a type of flightless bird. They enjoy swimming rather than flying. Some species of penguins are threatened by climate change. That's some background information. Now this last part goes into the thesis statement or claim. The penguin is truly an amazing animal because they spend half their time in water, they enjoy diving and surfing, and their wings are actually flippers. So then this person would then use the rest of their essay to devote a paragraph to them spending half their time in water, and they would provide evidence to show that. They'd have another paragraph for how they enjoy diving and surfing and put some evidence in a second paragraph. And then they'd have another paragraph devoted to their wings being flippers and put some evidence to support that, and then close the whole thing with a conclusion paragraph. So we will come back on how to do the body paragraphs, but this is a very well-written introduction paragraph and one that you should become familiar with. To do for Tuesday, December 4th, you should have already mastered the following content assessments: the Revolutionary America, U.S. Constitution, Foreign Policy in the Early Republic, and then also making sure now you should be preparing for the early 1800s in the West content assessment because that one is approaching its due date. You want to make sure you've submitted the following past due projects: the American History Mythbusters and the Constitutional Convention. You're going to have to go back and watch old launches of how to complete those because we have moved on as a class, but all of that information is available to you in past launches. So I do suggest going back to figure out how to do those. And then also making sure you're staying current and submit checkpoints 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the U.S. Expansion Essay Project. If you guys need anything at all this week, please let me know. All right, thank you.